Hello guys and girls and welcome back to Dark Souls. This is going to be part 11 of the series, and last episode we finished killing Quelaag and we forgot to ring the second bell of awakening, which I realized at the end of the episode. I felt really dumb for doing that. Anyways, so we're just going to make our way right quick over, or we're going to make our way to ring the bell right quick. And then after that, we're gonna go back to Firelink. We're gonna tackle the new area and hope to make some good progress there. And that'll probably be the end of the episode. Probably getting through the next area. But the story is progressing, and the more, or from now on, I think there's gonna be a little bit more story to Dark Souls. So if you're interested in that, then that's coming up. I know right now it's just like, oh, go ring the two bells and something will happen, but we don't know what that something is yet, so there we go. Alright, so this is where we fought Quelaag's domain. And here's those freaky guys with the eggs on their backs. I still think that's like really disgusting. I feel like if you like popped one, like spider eggs would come out, but you know, like as you saw in the last episode, when you kill one of those guys with like the pimply backs or whatever you want to call it, like little maggots come out, and I think that's like even more disgusting than little spiders. But oh well. Alright, so if you walk up these stairs right here and just walk straight into the room, you see that lever over there? Yeah, I forgot to ring that, or to pull it, so then the bell can ring. So here we go, and we're gonna get another little cutscene. And that's the second bell. The first one was in the church, this one's in Blighttown, one up above, one down below, yada yada. And that's the second bell, and what's gonna happen? Okay. He's pulling the chain, he's reeling in the fish, he's almost got it, and no. I'm not sure if you guys remember this place, but we did actually hang out with an NCP in front of it early on in the Let's Play. And the door was closed, obviously, and now it's open. So there you go. Just so you don't have to see me walk all the way through, I will use a homeward bone. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so I said that on our way back we are gonna go the shorter way, so we don't have to go through that whole long Blighttown area again. And like I said, this way is much shorter and is usually the way that most people go, but since we didn't start with the Master Key, we actually didn't go this way. So there you go. Alrighty, so let's climb this ladder. I remember this water wheel, how I said it was like freaking awesome, but like weird at the same time. So yeah, all you want to do is jump. Oh, I almost like missed it. You want to jump on one of these little platform things, and then you're gonna have to either roll or, yeah, you're probably just gonna have to roll off. I was gonna say jump, but I don't think you have enough space to run and jump, so just wait until it gets kind of high and roll off like that. And then you want to make your way to this ladder, and we have mosquitoes or whatever those things are attacking us, and this little like mutated mosquito or whatever it is. Anyways, there is the item I'm going to pick up because it's going to make our playthrough a little bit easier as we progress, and we're going to pick up another firekeeper soul. And if you don't remember what that does, it increases the amount of health your Estus heals you. So very useful. And before I go in there, I'm gonna equip my blooming purple moss clumps, because guess what? There's dart assholes over here. Like, there's two right there. There's like one in the corner over there, and then there's one over here. Now, yeah, I was gonna get toxic either way. I kind of foresaw it, I guess. And you can see how fast my HP is just like plummeting. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna try using one. There you go. Nope, didn't work. Okay, we're gonna have to kill this guy. Like that. And then we're gonna take refuge behind this wall. Run, run, run. Okay. Yeah. You saw how fast my HP just dropped. That was ridiculous. So yeah, that's why they're so annoying. I mean, that was probably like a span of like 10 seconds and I almost lost all my health, so there you go. Alright, so we took care of like 4 of the dart people. So what you want to do is you want to make your way down this ladder. And there's some fire dogs here. Now, yeah, they usually both aggro, so it doesn't really matter if you try. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a way to aggro one at a time, but like if you take any advancements on them, so if you walk even a little bit, they'll both aggro. And then you want to go over here to this little area, and there's 2 fire dogs and a soul item, and that's going to be our firekeeper soul. And just like how the firekeeper is in a cage in Firelink, this this firekeeper was also like caged up, but it seems like they died from what? I don't know, probably poison from Blighttown, probably just gave up the will to live. I don't know. That's one thing that we'll probably never find out. Anyways, so now that we got that, there's no reason to stick around. I got hit with a dart. Okay, let me just make my way. As you see, I already used like 5 essences just like dealing with that segment, so yeah, it's pretty brutal. So we're back to where we started. You want to take these 2 ladders up. Okay, make it 3 ladders. You know, if 2 wasn't enough, 3 definitely will be. Got another big mosquito thing. Just take them out really quick, just like that. And make your way up another ladder. And guess what? There's one more. I think this is the last one. I might be wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. I think there's maybe one more. No, never mind. That was the last ladder. Okay, so the way out is this way. However, you want to turn around, and there's this chest, and you definitely want to get whatever's in this chest. Key to New Londo Ruins, and we're gonna need that to advance. Basically, there's gonna be a locked door up ahead, and you need that key to open it. And without it, you're gonna have to backtrack to come get this key. So might as well get it while it's here, while it's hot, while it's there. And we're gonna take these fatties on. Oops. There you go, in the butt. And we're gonna finish it with our 2 attack. There you go. Yeah, these guys are actually pretty easy. They're some of my favorite enemies, as weird as that sounds. But yeah, they're actually pretty fun to fight. They have pretty good moves, or I think their moves are kind of interesting. Just like they're just kind of like that ogre type enemy. Just like, oh, I'm like really strong and blah 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 blah. Anyways, we're gonna use our pyromancy and see how much damage that does. And yeah, does a lot. So you can see why I upgrade my pyromancy hand and I tuned the Great Chaos Fireball. I think that's the name. Dung Pie is great. Another Dung Pie, even better. Alrighty then, so I think those are the last 2 enemies that you have to deal with in this area. Yeah. Alright, so if you come out of this cave, you reach a brand new area called Valley of the Drakes. Now, Valley of the Drakes, I basically almost never deal with. I'm gonna come show it off later, but now it's not the time. So here's the door I was telling you about. You use the key that we picked up just a few minutes ago on it. You're gonna make your way down the stairwell, and you reach New Londo Ruins. Now there's a few items we could pick up here, I think. There's a blacksmith down here. Now this blacksmith I'm pretty sure he's just a regular blacksmith. But he does attune your sword with magic, so if you're an int character, you're gonna want that. If you're doing spells and stuff and your int's really high, he makes it so that your weapon scales with your int rather than strength or dex. Alright, so we break that, and we're gonna get 2 transient curses. We're gonna need those later when we come tackle this area, but that's gonna be later on, so no need to worry about that now. I'm gonna come over here, walk up this stairwell. There's gonna be a soul item around this corner. There you go. And you just want to keep going up. There's gonna be a lever, I believe, and you pull it, or it might, yeah, you pull it. Because if you just walk off, you're just gonna die. You're gonna fall into that well, and no one's gonna be happy. Everyone's gonna cry. Everyone's gonna tear. And no one will go to your funeral, because they're gonna be like, why did you fall in the well? And then they'll be like, I don't know. So then you just step on this button right here in the middle of the platform, and that raises the platform. Just like that. And guess what? We're basically back at Firelink. So, like, we traveled, like, way down below, and now we're magically back at Firelink. And that's kind of how I feel about the game. I'm just like, wow, like, I felt like I had this super long journey and whatnot, and now I'm just back here. So, our Firelink, or what's this? This wasn't here before. Dingy hood, dingy robe, dingy gloves, and blood-stained skirt. And a black eye orb. Okay. Let's take a look at that. So, worn by the firekeeper at Firelink Shrine. It is thought to have once been a white hood of a maiden, but smoke and ashes from bonfires have darkened it over the years. So she's been here for a while. Okay. Okay, same thing. Alright, so basically this is the outfit that the firekeeper in here was wearing, and guess what? She's gone. You know who else is gone? Lautrec. If you remember Lautrec, he was probably from like part maybe like 3 or 4, like when we tackled the church. And we saved him from a cell, and he ended up killing our firekeeper and stole her firekeeper soul. So now, like I said, like, bonfires that have firekeepers, once the firekeeper dies, you can't use that bonfire anymore. So, say if I want to sit here in Firelink Shrine, firekeeper is absent, cannot light bonfire. Yeah, so I cannot use this as a save point, as a point to restore my Estus, or anything like that. Sad but true. Okay, so we rang the 2 bells of awakening, and this guy's basically been our guide throughout the journey. So we're just going to have a talk with him and see if he tells us anything else that might help us, you know, on our quest.
Did you ring the 2nd bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
What snores? What?
Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe.
Okay, he's crazy. Don't listen to him. Don't talk to him. Don't look at him. Don't even think about him. He'll creep into your thoughts and plant maggots in them. Now that's a scary thought, isn't it? Alright, so we're gonna go back to where Andre was. Andre the blacksmith. And I think I have enough large titanite to upgrade my claymore even further. And other than that, I think we're just gonna go to the next area. And we're gonna tackle maybe like a part of it. It's gonna be a 2-part segment. Unless I cut this episode short, which I kinda don't want to. I'd just rather show like the entry or the intro to the new area and then finish it like in the next episode along with the boss. That's probably what I'll do. Anyways, there's no need to really fight these guys because they're chumps. chump change as usual. And yeah. Okay, so the area that we're going to tackle next is called Sen's Fortress. It's that area where the gate was opened. And we're going to meet a familiar face there, definitely. Let me see, at the bonfire. We're going to meet a familiar face there and meet a awesome NCP by the end of that area, so... Hello.
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Here you go.
Well, thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Okay. So we're gonna reinforce our claymore. We don't need reinforce it to +8, but that's fine.
Get yourself.
Yeah. Hopefully we get to go to +10 sometime soon, but it's not really much of a hassle, or it's not a detriment to us at this point. Alright, so right by the bonfire is this doorway inside, and that's the gate that just opened up. And we're gonna fight some really, like, creepy enemies, or at least I thought they were creepy the first time I played it. You might not think, you know, anything of it. But remember, we talked to Sigmire of Kareem, I think? He was right here, he was kind of like snoring, and then he was like, oh, you know, this gate won't move. Now, you see that this floor panel is kind of like lifted. If you step on it, arrows are going to shoot out of the middle. You see a little hole right there. And if you walk up straight, you can see there's these serpent men. And I'm like, how the hell do serpent men exist? Now what I do, I usually lure one of them to me, and then use the arrows to my advantage. You see there, I stepped on the platform, which released the arrows, which shot this guy and killed him. Otherwise, these guys are pretty much a pain in the ass to kill, especially early or at this point in the game, because if you see, like with my weapon, I'm only doing 82 damage, and that's not a lot. So I like taking them out, or taking one of them out at least with the arrows, and the other one just backstabbing. There you have a soul of a brave warrior. You want to make your way up here. Anyways, yeah. So basically this is like a fun house. You know, if you want to think of it like that. You could think of it as kind of like a jungle gym for Dark Souls. It's like, oh yeah, come play here. Now this enemy is really, really annoying. I kind of don't know how to deal with him if I was to fight him regularly. What I like doing is just shielding and then kind of pushing, letting him like ricochet off my shield into death, basically. Anyways. So yeah, so you see here, there's like a bunch of statues of, those are silver knights. We haven't seen those yet. And yeah, it's basically a fortress made to keep, or to kind of test, I guess, the undeads that want to fulfill this prophecy. That's how I like to think of it, at least. Anyways, as you saw there, we're taking damage even though we're blocking. And that's mostly because the attack he was using, he was actually shooting lightning at me. And just like fire damage, just like any other damage besides physical, it does, my shield does not 100% block it. So I do take minor damage from that. Now here we can see that there's like these prisoner cages all around. So not only is this like kind of like a fun house, it's also where they keep adventurers that come through here if they're lucky enough to not be killed. At least that's the way I like to think about it. So as you saw there, there's a bunch of traps in this place. One of them being, in this passage, there's actually a rolling boulder that comes all the way from the top right there and rolls all the way down. Just how you're seeing right now. Now, if you make your way down here, which a lot of people actually don't do, I know I've barely recently gone down here. There's these two serpent soldiers. And what I'm going to try doing, I'm going to try just letting him hit off my shield and falling back like that. And I'll try dealing with this one. Or if he stats back like he just did, I'm just going to let him push himself off my shield, just like that. Alright, so remember this guy, Sigmire of Cream. Let's talk to him. He's a buddy, he's a bro. Does he have a face? He does have a face. I can't really see his face. Looks kind of chubby in there. Okay, let's talk to him.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you.
Okay. And you want to talk to him one more time.
Ah, so you see my plight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against the wall, for a ball to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, but who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development.
So yeah, he's an adventurer just like me. Maybe not just like me. You know, I like to think of me as like, you know, epic. Kind of like, you know, the hero of time. But he's an adventurer just like me, trying to make his way through the areas. Just how he was standing outside of Sen's Fortress, he's kind of just like, oh, you know, I kind of hit another obstacle, and hopefully something develops that helps me. And that guy just got wrecked by that boulder. Just completely destroyed. Anyways, so if you end up coming up here, which is totally optional, you don't actually have to come up here. This is, you know, he's shooting lightning at you. It's just better if you avoid him. But if he does aggro and come at you, you could usually just let him get hit by the boulder. And there's a chest up here that you want to open, if you want. And it's the Ring of Steel Protection. Now, I don't have any rings equipped, even though I have like 2 rings. So yeah, the ring that we just got boosts defense versus physical attacks. So physical attacks are going to do less damage, and I have this blue tier stone, which I picked up probably on episode 2, and it boosts my defense when my HP is low. So I take less damage when my HP is like at a specific, you know, when it's lowered enough. So you want to break this white light right through here, and right here you have another arrow trap. Right here, you see the hole, you see the platform. Now there's another snake guy over here. I like pressing the platform and just turning around to block the incoming arrows, and then dealing with this guy in this room. So you could just backstab them just like that. They're really easy to backstab actually. They don't really put up much of a fight. And oh, nope, nope. Finish him. Oh, there you go. Okay, well, here we are, and this is where we're going to leave off, boys and girls. So, if you liked the episode, make sure to like and or favorite the video. Make sure to leave me some comments down below if you like what you see, or if you want to continue the series. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to get news on all my upcoming videos. And next time on the episode, we will be going through the whole area. We will be fighting the boss, and yeah, so we have a lot to look forward to. Once again, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys later.